All right, Shalom. It's Brother Kasha Kwala coming back at you with another lesson through spirit and power of Yahweh by Shem Yahweh Shai by Shem Hakwadash. All praises to Yahweh by Shem Yahweh Shai by Shem Hakwadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders, great millstone, who rule and teach well. Peace, love, salutation to the elect 144 first fruit. All right, this lesson, as you see, you see on the screen. I typed in the search bar, what is a trump card? All right, what is a trump card? So it brought out the word trump in the dictionary, or well, the definition of it. It says in bridge, whist, similar card games, it says playing of card of the suit chosen to rank above the others, which can win a trick where a card of a different suit has been led. All right. It says a valuable resource that may be used especially as a surprise in order to gain an advantage. All right, so pretty much it's something that you pull out your ass when you're in a dire situation. Oh, trump card, slapping on a thing. It's like a get out of jail free card in Monopoly. That's a trump. That would be like a trump card. All right. Now the reason I'm bringing this out is, are you using the truth as a trump card? Are you saying that you just believe in the Lord and going to the highways and byways and doing your lessons as a trump card? Because if that's the case, you really don't mean it. So if you're using this as a trump card, like, shoot, I did lessons and I went on highways and byways and I linked up with bros. It means you didn't do this genuinely in the sincerity of your heart, and you're using the Lord as like a card in your back pocket. So when all hell breaks loose, you pull it up. Whoa. Trump card. You better not think about the truth in that manner. Like I'll just pull it out I'll just do whatever I want to do and then pull it out when it's feasible. We'll go ahead and go into the parable of the talents. Matthew chapter 25 and 14, it says, for the kingdom of heaven is as a man traveling into a far country who was called his own servant and delivered unto them his goods. And unto one he gave 5 talents, to another 2, and to another one, to every man according to his several ability, and straightway took his journey. Right. All right. So pretty much the Lord invested in you. Whenever you follow more, if you're into doing investing, you don't even have to be fully into it. You can have like a general knowledge. Like myself, I'm not fully, I want to say I'm still learning, you could say. If you put your money into something, you want to see equity. You want to see a good return back from it. You put in $10, you want to see 20 back, meaning you made a profit of $10. You don't want to put money in and in turn your money ain't working or it's not making money for you. It's the same thing the Lord. That's why the scripture say you were bought with a price. You best believe the Lord wants to see some equity. So if you're using the truth as a trump card, you are not equity. You are liability. And turn what you could say. There's a word I always get mixed up, Belial, if I'm saying that correctly, which means worthless. I'm gonna say it straight. You're fucking worthless. Lord, put some money in your pocket. And when you come back, he either lost the money or got the same amount. What was the point of even giving you that? What was the point? You're worthless. So if you're in the truth, using the truth as a trump card for when the day comes where all hell breaks loose and mass temptation happens across the earth, and then you pulling out like, oh, Lord, I've been in the truth for X amount of years, but stayed stagnant, didn't grow in nothing. You weren't an asset. You're not equity, pretty much. You didn't have any equity about yourself. You weren't appreciating. Instead, you're like a car who drives off the lot. Any new car that you buy and you drive off the lot, usually 20% right off the bat is depreciated from that vehicle. So are you that quote unquote vehicle that drove off the lot and depreciated? Or you can be like simple terms, okay? Simple terms, just trying to bring understanding because that's what Paul said. Though I speak unto you carnally, so you can pretty much understand. I'm paraphrasing, so you can understand spiritually of what I'm speaking about. Let's look this up real quick. I'm in the cars. I know some brothers are in the cars too. We're gonna look up a Ferrari Enzo. This is an old car, a Ferrari Enzo. When did it come out? 2003. All right. So almost a 1990s car. It's an early 2000 car. Let's check the Enzo price today. It's worth $2.64 million. It means it appreciated in price because there's a high demand for it. It's equity. So say if someone bought a Ferrari Enzo and kept it all the way up until now, their car is worth $2.64 million. And they can sell that for probably, when they bought the car back then, the price was probably $200,000. And now their car is worth $2.6 million. That's what you call equity. It appreciated. Are you a quote unquote Ferrari Enzo in the truth? Quote unquote, come on now, quote unquote. Just using it because what? It appreciated. Or are you a goddamn 1999 Honda Accord that ain't worth too much of shit? Are you a 2002 Ferrari Enzo that appreciated now is worth $2.6 million? Or are you a 1999 Honda Accord and depreciated and you don't have any worth? You're useless. You're worthless. Are you using the truth as a trump card? When all hell breaks loose, then you're going to be. That's why the scriptures have that in there where it says, not everyone who says, Lord, Lord, shall enter into the kingdom of heaven. Not everybody who calls on the name of the Lord, even if you calling on the correct name, Yahweh Shem Yahushai, not everybody going to enter into the kingdom of heaven. Because they're fucking off. And then they decide to use Yahweh Shem Yahushai as a trump card. Are you using this truth as a trump card? Are you using Yahweh Shem Yahushai as a trump card? You're just going to do whatever you want, and then once you see trouble arising, I believe for this long. All right. You may be one of them, that one who has that one talent and, held it in the napkin. Or in this case, what we're reading, I'm going to get that other one. Matter of fact, I got it on standby right here in the book of Luke. All right. So it says what? It says, verse 20, Matthew 25:16. Then he that hath received 5 talents went and traded with the same and made them another 5 talents. He appreciated. That's equity. His total return was more than what he started off with. All right. Verse 17. These scriptures teach you how to invest. It's literally Yahushua is telling you how to invest. The scriptures got everything in it. This is telling you how to invest. You can invest in yourself. Anything carnally wise, invest in the stock market, cryptocurrency, things of that nature. Invest in something. The scriptures are telling you to invest in something. He gave you wisdom. Now use the wisdom. Invest in it. And make your equity, make your return more than what you received. It's what you call edifying. You're building yourself up. Okay, the word edify means to build. All right. So verse 18 it says, "But he that hath received one went." So the one who received 1 talent went and digged in the earth and hid his Lord's money. All right. That's what you call hesitation. You're scared, timid. You're scared that you're gonna lose it or that you're gonna walk out less than what you got. So you might as well just keep what you got. Or in this case, in the spirit, you say you know enough, so you stay at the same spiritual level. Been in the truth for 10 years, or been in the truth for 7 years, 6 years, 5 years, whatever. You should be on a level. When you get the truth, you should be on a level within 6 months. The scriptures say that you continue to abound. All right, let's find that. I know it's 1 Corinthians 15. I want to say. Bear with me 1 second. Let me try to find it. In fact, I'm just gonna type it in. I think it's in 1 Corinthians 15 though. Nah, I'm off. There it is. 2 Corinthians 8. What's going on? 2 Corinthians 8 and 7 says, "Therefore, as ye abound in everything, in faith, in utterance, so your speech shall become more seasoned." Go watch yourself and say you've been, I'm gonna be real. I watched a video I did 4 years ago and I was cringing, but also seeing the growth, your utterance, how you speak, what you say, how you deliver it, how you present it. It should abound. It says in knowledge, you should always, the scriptures say, you should be knowing all things, man. You have an unction to know all things. It says in all diligence. Apostle Tahar just did a great lesson. All right, in all diligence. The word diligence in Hebrew, karatazah. All right, it says in your love to us, you should be bounding in love for Yahweh Shemi Shai and your fellow workmen, the ones who work beside you, which are your brothers. Your love should be abounding for them each and every day as well. Shouldn't stay stagnant. You shouldn't be digging a hole and putting your diligence in it and covering it up, or putting your knowledge in it and covering it up, or putting your utterance in it, or your faith, or your love for the brotherhood, and putting it in the earth, and not see it flourish and grow. You're putting a cap on it. It says, "See that ye abound in this grace also." You should always be striving to be better. Okay? Equity. If I keep saying that, let's just get the word equity. If y'all watch my videos, you know I'm a terrible speller, so don't mind me. Equity. Here we go. Equity. Quality of being equal or fair. Says, this is probably not what I want. Let me see something here. I think that is. Maybe I want to do equity in a finance. Equity. That's right. Financing definition. Equity. That's a good one. Okay. Equity financing is a process of raising capital through the sale of shares. You're raising capital. All right. Meaning you're making more than what you started off with. Spiritually, we're spiritually entrepreneurs. Okay. Entrepreneurs are constantly finding ways to make gain. That's where you get what Jake liked to say, the grind from putting in work. That's what an entrepreneur does, because they don't work a 9 to 5. They don't have a quote unquote, what you could say, guaranteed paycheck coming in. They got to work every single day in order to get where they want to be. Someone who wants to start a business, that's an entrepreneur. They're putting in work every single day to gain equity. You started with 0, next day you want to have 10. that you just gain equity. All right. And then you want to make that 10 to 20, 20 to 40, 40 to 80, so on and so forth. Says verse 18, it says, no, so like 19, it says, after a long time, the Lord of those servants cometh and reckon with them. Okay, I'm back. Let's see what's up. All right. It's pretty much like you put your money into like I've been saying, to stock. You just let that money sit there and forget about it until you come back to it. And then you're going to be like, okay, what happened? It says, and so he that received 5 talents came and brought other 5 talents, saying, Lord, thou deliverest unto me 5 talents. Behold, I have gained beside them 5 talents more. Woo! That's what I'm talking about. Equity. You raised your capital. Verse 21, it says, his Lord said unto him, well done, thou good and faithful servant. Thou hast been faithful over a few things. I will make thee ruler over many things. Enter thou into the joy of thy Lord. Woo! Verse 22. He also that had received 2 talents came and said, Lord, thou deliverest unto me 2 talents. Behold, I have gained 2 other talents beside them. Right, because the Lord gave according to measure. But still, equity was in that verse. His Lord said unto him, well done, good and faithful servant. Thou hast been faithful over a few things. I will make thee ruler over many things. Enter thou into the joy of thy Lord. Then he which had received the 1 talent came and said, Lord, I knew thee that thou art a hard man, reaping where thou hast not sown, and gathering where thou hast not strawed. Now, off the bat, you're already coming with an excuse. The other 2 just came and say, hey, this is what I did. Here it is. Straight up, straightforward. You're already coming to me with something. And that's where I come. That's why I started the inception of the video of a trump card. Are you using the truth and the talents that in the gifts that the Lord gave you as a trump card? Whoa, hey, Lord, hey. I still have a talent that you gave me. So I'm good, right? I knew if I made less than what I already had, you would be upset. Okay. And I was afraid, which goes back to what I was saying, timid and hesitant. With investing, there's always risks. But in this truth, if you really believe in it, we're going to get 100% reward, 100% payback. So take the quote unquote risk. It really ain't. There's really ain't a risk with the truth. You're in it. If you stay in it, you will get your 100% reward. But you have to abound in it and get your equity, capital gain. Okay? It says, and I was afraid and went and hid thy talent in the earth. Lo, there thou hast that is thine. His Lord answered unto him, thou wicked and slothful servant. Thou knowest that I reap where I sowed not, and gathered where I have not strawed. Thou oughtest therefore to have put my money to the exchangers, and then at my coming I should have received mine own with usury. Take therefore the talent from him, and give it unto him which have 10 talents. It's pretty much, you're a waste. Why did I even give this money to you? You didn't do nothing. All right, and we're speaking in the finance state. I'm gonna go to Luke the 19th chapter. We're gonna speak in a more spiritual sense. In that case, verse 29 says, "For everyone that shall be given, and he shall have abundance. But from him that have not shall be taken away even that which he hath." So when you pull out that trump card, the Lord is gonna slap that shit out your hand and give it to somebody else who is more worthy of it, and then you're going to be shit out of luck if you're using the truth as a trump card, man. You knew better. That's the one of the morals here. You knew better. You knew what to do with that talent that the Lord gave you. You knew. But yet you were timid and hesitant about it. And your timidness in your hesitation could possibly have gotten people killed. You could have told them about this or that, about the truth, to save their life. Instead, you didn't. You hid it in the earth. You dug a hole, or you hid it in a napkin. Now their blood is on your hand. It says, and cast ye the unprofitable servant into utter darkness. There shall be weeping and gnashing of the teeth. Let's go to Luke chapter 19 real quick. All right. I'm going to get to the point of it. It says, Luke 19 and 15, it says, and came to pass that when he was returned, having received the kingdom, then he commanded these servants to be called unto him, to whom he had given the money, that he might know how much every man had gained by trading. This is investing, man. This is investing. Verse 16, then came the first, saying, Lord, thy pound hath gained 10 pounds. And he said unto him, well, thy good servant, because thou hast been faithful in every little thing, in a very little, have thou authority over 10 cities. Now, let's think about that. It says, have thou authority over 10 cities, right? Now let's go into the word pound here in the Greek. It says, why did he give him authority over 10 cities? The word pound in Greek is manna or manna. Let's hear it.
Strong's G 3414, manna. Manna.
Right, manna, which means what in the Old Testament a weight of 300 shekels was 1 pound, all right, or the weight of the sum of money equal to 100 drachmae, if I'm saying that correctly. All right. But the reason why I want to get into this is because what does it sound like? Manna. The word manna. All right. Well, let's get the word manna in the etymology. It means power, authority, supernatural power. So when you read this, it's not in a sense of, okay, the Lord gave these men some money. No, the Lord gave them power. He gave them supernatural spiritual power. The Lord gave us spiritual power. Regardless if we're not flying around, teleporting, shooting laser beams out of our eyes, whatever you see on these, movies, which men are going to do, but he still gave us spiritual power in understanding these scripts, giving us the confidence to go out there and preach on the highways and byways, to do videos like this. This is a form of spiritual power because people don't do this. The spirit to understand the spiritual gifts that he gave us according to, what is that, 1 Corinthians, the 12th chapter? What is the scripture said? What? I want to say 1 Corinthians 12. I want to say like the 6th verse. Different operations of the spirit, but all in all, different operations, but all in all in the same spirit. Matter of fact, let me get it real quick. Okay? Which is, he's given us, literally blatant, given us spiritual power. It says, 1 Corinthians 12 and 6, and there are diversities of operations, but it is the same power which worketh all in all. I'll go up 2 verses. It says, now these are diversities of gifts, but the same spirit. And there are differences of administrations, but the same Lord. Verse 6, and there are diversities of operations, but it is the same power which worketh all in all. So the pound is just ain't talking about money. The Lord gave us power. The scriptures say what? And I want to say, let's get it real quick. Psalm chapter 69, one of my favorite verses. Let me see if I'm correct here. Man, I'm amped up right now. Salakia. Maybe 68. Yeah. There we go. Psalm 68 and 19. Blessed be the Lord Yahweh, who daily loadeth us with benefits, even the power of our salvation, Selah. meaning ponder on that. All right. It says, oh, it says right here, it says us with benefits, even the power. What does that mean? Allah, Allah. In the Hebrew, I ain't speaking about Allah from Muslim. It's just a word. Allah in the Hebrew means power, godlike, mighty one. So you're telling me with the benefits, he daily loads us with benefits, which is Allah, which is power, which is godlike, on a daily basis. And you don't use it, or you're just keeping it in your pocket, thinking that it's just going to manifest itself because you just kept it safe and didn't use it. The Lord gave you power, you use it now. And you use it correctly. You don't abuse the power. And why is he so upset with the one who did not use the power? Because he just proved to the Lord that if I do give you power, you either won't do anything with it or you will abuse it. The Lord gave us power to see what we do with it, to see if we're suitable to receive the power once we get to the kingdom, man. Invest. The Lord gave us power to use. It says what? Verse 17, it says, and he said unto him, well, thou good servant, because thou hast been faithful in a very little, thou have thou authority over 10 cities. Verse 18, and thou second came, saying, Lord, thy pound hath gained 5 pounds. Right, I've gotten stronger in power, Lord. And he said, likewise to him, be thou also over 5 cities. Like, Lord, I'm stronger. The power you gave me, I trained. I got better. Watch Dragon Ball Z. I love that show. Vegeta and Goku constantly train. They got power from birth, but they constantly train to master the power and become better and better and better. All right? And even so, I don't mean to talk about Dragon Ball Z that much, but they're Saiyans on that show. They call themselves, their race is a Saiyan. And the Saiyan race in Dragon Ball Z has been proved to show that they have no limitations to their power. Meaning they continue to train and there's no cap. The sky is not the limit. They go further than the sky. There is no stopping to how strong they get. That's an Israelite. Especially the one who's in the know and is very sincere and puts in the work. There is no cap to the power that the Lord gave you. He just gave you a measure of it and you train it. You flip it. You invest. All these things, you gain equity and you become more powerful. The Lord gave us power. Verse 20 says, and another came, saying, Lord, behold, here is thy pound, which I have kept laid up in a napkin. For I feared thee, because thou art an austere man, meaning stern, strict. It says, thou takest up that thou layest not down, and reapest thou that thou didst not sow. And he said unto him, out of thine own mouth will I judge thee, thou wicked servant. Thou knewest that I was an austere man, taken up that I laid not down, and reaping that I did not sow. Wherefore thou then gavest thou not thou my money into the bank. The Lord's coming back and like, man, where's my money, man? What did you do? You got fruit? And it says, wherefore thou gavest not thou my money into the bank, that at my coming I might have required my own with usury. And he said unto them that stood by, take from him the pound, or the power that I gave him, and give it to him that have 10 pounds, because he will know how to mitigate and work and facilitate that power. You see, he gave it to the one who had 10 pounds, the one who has a higher measure, or may be more experienced. He says, and they said unto him, Lord, he hath 10 pounds. For I say unto you that unto every one which hath shall be given, from him that hath not, even that he should be taken away from him. But those mine enemies, which would not that I should reign over them, bring hither and slay them before me. You see? Don't be a sluggard, man. Don't be a sluggard. And it's a spirit. I'm going back to here where it says what? The Lord, blessed be the Lord who daily loadeth us with benefits. Because, matter of fact, let me go to Second Ezra real quick. I want to say the 9th chapter. Okay. Let's see here. Second Ezra chapter 9, verse 10. It says, "For as much as in their life receive benefits and have not known me." If you are the individual who's using this truth as a trump card, or laying the power that the Lord gave to you in a napkin, or putting the talent that the Lord gave to you and dug a hole and put it in the earth, you are an individual that in your life have received benefits from the Lord and have not known the Lord, but have the audacity to say that, "Oh, I knew you were austere man." If you knew he was austere man, you knew you would have to put in work. You knew better. Don't be this individual that's using Yahweh Bashim Yahushai, the truth as a trump card, man. You gotta pray every day, and I pray myself too. I'm doing this sincerely and genuinely because I actually want to get the hell out of here. And the ones that I love, I want to get them out of here too. Don't use this truth as a trump card, man. So, Lord willing, that was edifying. We'll give all glory, honor, and praises to Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai Ba'Shem HaChakwadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone, to rule and teach well. Peace, love, salutations to the elect 144 first fruit. It's Brother Kasha Qual. Until the next time, we'll say Shalom.